Here's innovation step by step on one of those big sheets of paper. So what I do is I start with the challenge. That's A, right? And in this particular challenge, we're looking at developing new problem-solving programs and initiatives for a nonprofit organization called 100 State. The next step is the question step. And in this one, we're trying to break down that challenge into more specific questions. And those are ideas for events, ideas for technology to use, ideas for audiences to work with, ideas for collaborations. Can even do sub-questions for the technology to use one, focusing in on how can we use the web for new problem-solving programs and initiatives, or how can we use mobile devices. So after we've got those questions, we should be able to come up with ideas. We've broken it down into those opportunity areas with our more specific questions. So then a long list of ideas, and I quickly just jotted down, it looks like 20 ideas, right? So that's our third step, is generate ideas. So after we have those ideas, we need to then analyze and synthesize those ideas. So that's where we see the stars, where I've selected some ideas that I want to focus on more and maybe develop into concepts. And while I was going through that list and selecting those ideas, I also saw some themes that emerged. And those themes I just wrote in the margins in a circle, like live online events with the member list, state-focused collaborations on a needed topic that we're connected to, and working with students through teachers. So I identified a few themes I saw in that list of 20 ideas. So that's the next step. That would be D, or step 4 of the innovation step-by-step system. And then next, what we want to do is start to develop some concepts. So you see I've taken my idea list and some ideas I've analyzed or selected out, some of the themes that I identified, and turned those into some concepts. So we're taking an idea and maybe mashing it up with another idea or building on a theme. So it's not just a one-liner anymore, like 6 words. Now it's a concept, something that fits on a Post-it note. It's a little bit bigger, but still concise. So you can see I identified a few different concepts, like a curriculum kit, or a crowdsourcing idea listing event, or a public health-focused member soiree with teams. So that would be the next step, the 5th step of the innovation step-by-step system, developing concepts. So as you can see, I did all of that on one of those big sheets of paper that you can put down on the wall, and you can also involve other people in building a huge innovation sheet as well. Then after you've got those concepts, then the next steps are to be able to test and select which ones you actually want to dedicate time and energy towards building. And you can do some ratings, you can prototype them a bit, you can see what people think to help you make that selection. Maybe test it out with a really rapid prototype to see how it would work. And then after you do that step, the last step, they believe it's the 7th step, is to communicate in advance. So it's time to actually start building and launching one of those concepts to make it real. So that's a quick overview of how to create an innovation sheet that will get you started with the innovation step-by-step system.